They've all been working on it. Oh, sorry, AIU. That's much better. Oh. I know that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you said. You want me to start? I'll do without an introduction then. All right, good. All right, well, thank you all for coming. I'll introduce myself. My name is Peter Zolo. Arden, is Charmin around? It's Charmin back here in LA. So I love that I'm here at Tucson. Stop me at any time with questions, okay? We've got the PowerPoint mostly to keep me going, make sure I touch off on a bunch of different points. But I thought what would be interesting would be talking about perhaps some areas of market research that you haven't thought about, to learn how it's applied in various different ways in the business world. And we've had that nice experience, the nice relationship with the school already. It also, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about our company, True, and show you and talk to you a little bit about opportunities. It says opportunities in market research. So that would be not only for using market research, also talking about kind of where it fits into art and design a little bit too, because there is a place for it there. It is, we believe, a creative discipline if used properly. And then talk to you a little bit about perhaps career opportunities for those of you who are interested. Does that sound okay? So, I got a video.
What more? You need money. Oh, yeah, some tasty ways, cool buzz.
No, why? And favorite thing to do for fun. Hiking. So we could easily have an hour discussion about hiking. Where do you love to hike in Tucson? Mount London. Do you drive up to us, or do you start up to the So really understanding, what it is about hiking, where you want to hike in great detail. Obviously, there's nothing that's empirical about that, but typically when it's used together with quantitative research, through this great information, these insights that you've given me, we'd be able to develop a quantitative questionnaire. So it helps you to inform what you would do later. Sometimes you can reverse them too. Sometimes you do a quantitative questionnaire first, and you go, huh, what the hell does that mean? So then you want to do some qualitative reading, and we always do that too. It took us many years ago to figure out the quality of the insights, the quality of the discussion. If you want to really understand various segments, do a lot of them if you can, if your budget allows you to. So let's say, for example, my client is the Century Council, right? And the Century Council wants to understand binge drinking on college campuses. So I might say, you know what, we want to go do some focus groups on college campuses, and I want to talk to males and females, because I have a feeling that might be different. I certainly want to talk to underclassmen versus geographic segment. You can do it fairly inexpensively. Nice lengthy questionnaire, especially if you give enough money. Typically, you got to have some money there and more money on the back end promise. But not a bad method. It's just kind of slow. You can't have a tight timetable. If you've got enough time, we've done a lot in the past. Our big syndicate study, we used to do that way because it was a long questionnaire. What are some others? So there's mail, there's online. What are a couple more? In person, yeah. So in person could be really in the malls. Has anybody guys ever stopped you guys in the mall and say, come and do something? So yeah, mall intercepts is what it's called. It's not a bad way. It's for, when they got to show you stuff in person, they can do malls, and there are a lot of these sort of mall operators throughout the country who have sort of mall facilities in several different places. The problem with it is, first of all, these are all people who go to the mall, right? So I'm missing anybody who wouldn't go to the mall. Second is I'm telling something to an adult. I always think in terms of kids, because that's who we mostly spend time. I'm telling something to this adult who might be judgmental. They say, all right, young man, tell me if you smoke any marijuana. Why would he say yes? We do a lot of work for the White House Office of Drug Control Policy. Why would he say yes to me, an adult, right? And you only get X number of markets. A big in-person mall facility sort of study would have maybe 8 different geographic markets. It's not great. So what's the other big one that we have a name? Phone, yeah. Phone's the other big one. What's the problems with phones right now? Right. Nobody wants to do them, right? It's this whole, right, everybody's kind of opted out, right? So nobody wants to do it during phone. And if you're a kid, I've got an old person calling me up and they got to read this. All right, let me read you the agreement scale. For each one of these, do you agree with it? Very much, somewhat, not at all. It's boring, it's horrible, it's evil. I was thinking, who the hell answers these things? I would never do it. What sort of weird people are we getting the answers? That's not what I want. So we love online because, especially for young people, it's the world in which they live. There's no adult telling them. There's no reason to lie. I can now, because of broadband, thank God, I don't need to bring them all because I want to show them an ad. We can stream video. Here's a commercial. I can show them packaging. There's nothing that we can't do. We have lots of people from all over the country, all over the world, quite frankly. We do a lot of international work too. We love it. And the big thing used to be, well, you're having to buy a sample of those who are online, right? Now, among young people in this country, right, about 93% of teens, about 92% of 20-somethings are online. So the only ones you're missing are very few. So, most everybody our clients are concerned about would be eligible. So, how important is market research? There are so many great stories. You guys seen this